Here's another installment of exposing my age with some throwbacks. First up, we've got the dreaded streak hairdo, and that's what you called it. You went to the hairdresser and you asked for streaks. Oh my god. I'm glad we've learned our lesson and we no longer walk about like that. One of my personal favourites, and I've still got my childhood ones of these, are Polly Pockets. These were like a Christmas list favourite. I've still got so many sets and I play with them now with my daughter. If you were an 80s, 90s kid, you owned these at some point. The original trolls. These were elite. I had hundreds, and I'm not exaggerating, hundreds of these things. Now tell me you didn't grow up in Britain without someone in your close circle of friends or you yourself having these. Rockports. Guilty, definitely had some. And you must remember when these came into fashion. The original bomber jackets, when they went wild in the early 90s, everyone had them, everyone. Now if you were 80s, so you were growing up in the 90s but you were an 80s kid, you probably had one of these. I had one. Mine used to fold up into a bum bag, as we call them, or we called them. A shell suit jacket, and I have seen that these are making a comeback. I will not put myself through that. I lived the moment in the early 90s and I will not do it again. Now every single girl in my school had these at some point. I had them, everyone had them. The shops where you would buy them from, where I'm from, were called International, State of Independence, I think maybe Logo was another one. And we would all go and get these same shoes. You got them in like a Kickers version as well, so you could get them from like catalogs, like Littlewood's catalogue, or I think it was called like M&M catalogue or M&M something. But yeah, those were. I am a little bit mortified to admit to you that I definitely had these exact shoes, and I am going to blame the Spice Girls. We used to call them platforms or just Spice Girl shoes. I had that exact pair and I probably wore them all the time. You could not have made it through school in the 90s without these. Pogs, loved them. I distinctly remember these Power Rangers ones. I had loads of these. The original proper Pogs, had tons of them. You started getting them in crisp packets. I remember Watsits, I think, doing them. Pogs were legendary in the 90s. Legendary. Taking it back to hairstyles a second, we wore these things all the time, and my god, the pain. These jaggy things here. It was just, you had like a migraine by 11 o'clock. Now these were called hair triangles. We wore these out and about all the time. Yeah, genuinely, promise you now, that was fashionable. Now surely if you were growing up in the 90s, you would remember Baby Born. That was like the elite baby doll. So you had your Cabbage Patch Kids in the 80s, and then this bad boy came along and you could feed it and it would poop. Like you mixed this little packet thing with water in there, it was stinking. It's like a yellow God's substance. You would feed it to the kid and then you would just sit it on a potty and push its shoulders down and then the poop would come out. Yeah, that was our first children. Most girls had these. So it was like a fashion set, and you traced paper over them and you like took pencils and like coloured over them, and you could flip them about to make different outfits. Yeah. Now this will be the last one in this segment. I'm going to have to do another video because I've got so much pictures to show you to take you down memory lane. But this bubblegum was, you got it in blue as well. I remember the taste.